Financing at the Smile Mission. We pride ourselves in having the best finance options of any dental office out there. See, most dental offices might have one or maybe two financing options, and they're almost always just credit financing options. But here at the Smile Mission, we have many financing options, and we have both credit and non-credit types of financing. So let me explain what that means. Credit means they do a soft credit check, and if your credit score is pretty decent or at least average, they will approve you and you'll be able to do credit-based financing. But we also have non-credit financing here at the Smile Mission. What that means is no matter what your credit score is, you are guaranteed to be approved. And by having non-credit financing, it really helps everyone to be able to afford the dental care that they might need. So let's go over the different financing options here at the Smile Mission. First, credit options. We'll start with at number 1, Care Credit. This is by far the largest financing options of all the options we're going to give you. What I mean by this is Care Credit can be used for LASIK, dermatologists, veterinarians, hearing care, other health specialties, including dentistry. And the same card can be used at all different offices, which I'll explain a little bit later. And it's really nice. No interest, no money down. Your payments are split between 24 months if you're doing the non-interest option. And that just makes it really easy and useful to be able to allow you to afford your dental work. And the nice thing is you can use the same account at multiple facilities. Say you apply for Care Credit and they approve you for $10,000. That means you have $10,000, but you're not charged until you start using it. And so maybe you have LASIK done. Well, that might be like $3,000. So they'll charge $3,000 towards your Care Credit. Well, you still have a balance or credit of $7,000. So that $7,000 remaining, you could then go to a dental office or a veterinarian and use the remaining amount that you have. And so it just makes it really useful for people because they have one health account, basically, that they can use at multiple places. But here's the one problem with Care Credit, and that is it's a hard credit check. And the reason we don't like people to apply for Care Credit is because just to see if you're qualified, you have to do a hard credit check, which if you fail and can't get it, it affects your credit. And so you'll see all the other options we're going to give you have soft credit checks. So we love taking Care Credit if somebody is already approved for Care Credit. We just don't like to have people apply for Care Credit at our office because we never want to do anything that could affect your credit score or anything with not a guarantee that you're getting approved. At number 2 is a bunch. Lending Club, Elfion, Cherry, Ally. These are all very similar to Care Credit. No interest, no down payments, payments split up to 24 months without interest. But there's one big advantage. None of these require a hard credit check. They're all a soft credit check, which we feel a lot better doing because if you are not qualified and you apply for it, it's not going to affect your credit. And the last thing we want to have happen is someone with a bad credit to even make it worse without getting anything approved. At number 3 is United Credit. This also does check your credit, but there's a big difference with this one. This one is specific for people with lower credit scores. And again, like the other ones, they'll split your payment over 24 months. But there's a problem. You do have to pay interest with this. And several times they'll require a down payment. Not all the time, but sometimes. So the way they're able to allow people with lower credit scores to do it is they do add an interest and they do sometimes require a down payment. And now our non-credit options. At number 4 is Varity. This is a no credit check. It's quite easy to do. It's between 15 to 20% you have to put down, but here's the catch. This one only approves up to $1,500. So it's more for small procedures. You have one tooth or a few teeth that need fixing, and they'll approve you up to $1,500. But it's great for people that need a little bit of dental work done, and they're looking for an option, and anything under $1,500, you're guaranteed approved with Varity. At number 5, Healthcare Finance Direct. They guarantee payment for everybody up to $5,000, and there's a good chance that a month later you could apply again, but there are some catches. Number 1, they require down payment, and sometimes it's up to 40%. Number 2, they often charge interest. And at number 6 is eye care. Again, no credit check, and these people will approve up to $20,000, so you can get a decent amount. But this one is the biggest headache of all of them because of all the paperwork they require you to do. First of all, you have to pay anywhere between 35 to 40% down. Number 2, You have to have your bank account number, your debit card that's linked with your bank account, your ID must be the same as what's on your debit card, which must also link to your bank account. All that stuff has to be in the system for you to apply with iCare. It also puts a lot more work on the facility. We have to do a lot of work on our back end to get you applied and qualified for iCare. Also, because of iCare, as we mentioned, all the difficulties it causes our office, you must have applied for all the other options and done them before you do iCare. iCare is only a last resort after everything else has been utilized to its max. So that summarizes financing here at the Smile Mission. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions, and we'll also put links below in the description, so you're more than welcome to apply on your own and check to see what you're qualified for. Again, we already mentioned the ones with soft credit checks. Might as well go and check if you're planning to do a bunch of dental work, so you can see how much you're qualified for. And again, let us know if you have any questions.